What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff almost every single day, and as you can see, we've got a very special unboxing. The item that I was just holding in my hands is not the normal type of item that we unbox here on this channel. And as you can also tell, I'm in front of the Gwar wall, which means it's probably something Gwar related. And if you guys know anything about music, you know that it's probably some sort of guitar. Yay for using context clues. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get on into this. This is the first item of its kind for me to unbox, and I'll explain a little bit more about that here later. But for right now, we're just gonna break it on down and get into the package. I'll just give you guys a little bit of a hint as to what is inside. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Alright, so this thing just kind of walked into my life. I wasn't pursuing this or really any other stage-used Gwar instruments by any means, but I was kind of just randomly approached by somebody that owned this, that was getting out of this type of collecting and was also looking for a favor from my end, tracking down a certain mask. So we were able to work out a partial cash, partial trade deal that ended up working out in my benefit very, very nicely, because I don't even want to tell you what I paid for this. It was so cheap. It is far cheaper than just the guitar itself, but the fact that it's signed and stage used is something else. So it's really, really wild, but let me just tell you, I pay more for masks on a regular basis than I paid for this stage used guitar. So let's go ahead and get into the case. Obviously, it is a Dean case, meaning that there's probably some sort of Dean stringed guitar in here. And you guys already saw that it was a beefcake case. So if you've guessed that this is a bass guitar, you're probably right. All right. Hell yeah, this thing is a lot bigger than I expected.
That's what she said!
And I'm honestly not sure why I expected it to be smaller than this. Maybe because Gwar is so big that they just make everything look tiny. But yeah, this is a hefty size guitar. So let me go ahead and pull this bass out of here and show you guys what we have. Let me push this case out of the way so you guys can see a little bit better. What we have here is a Dean Razorback, and it is fucking glorious. Now this did come fully boxed. I didn't like take this out of a package by any means before doing this unboxing. I haven't taken it out of the case until right now, although I've seen plenty of pictures of it due to the deal. However, this was shipped UPS, and my dad went and picked it up for me because I was out of town and I didn't want it sitting on my stoop, if you will. So when my dad went and picked it up, he said for some reason both ends of the cardboard box were completely open, and he had no idea how the actual case didn't fall out of the package, but that is why it's not in a cardboard box. My dad did check to make sure that the guitar was still inside, and thankfully it was, and it doesn't appear that there's any damage whatsoever. However, I can tell you that there is a lot of love in this guitar. There is a lot of wear and tear from the stage-used antics, and a lot of customization, if you will, going on, especially on the backside, which I will obviously give you guys some nice up-close shots of everything. Once all is said and done, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I got it as I pulled it out of the case there, and just how fucking rad this is, because I didn't expect something like this to walk into my life, but here it is. Fantastic price. It was almost like it was meant to be. Now, I am no bass guitarist. I'm no guitarist at all. Pretty much nothing with stringed instruments. I can pick a couple little things on the banjo, but that's about it. Other than that, I'm just a drummer, so it's not like I bought this to play. I literally just bought this for the fact that it is a stage-used Gwar piece, and this is now my first stage-used Gwar instrument. Unless you want to count picks and drumsticks, which I don't really count because those are tiny little things. You can buy the drumsticks at the shows. Picks are a dime a dozen, but this is an actual full-on bass guitar, which is very, very rad. And this one even came with a stage-used beefcake pick. So just a little bit of background on the guitar itself being used in Gwar. This was owned by Jameson Land and used in 2013. He may or may not have used it prior to that, and even after that, but I can only find footage and photos from 2013, and I have talked to other people who have bought basses from Jameson, and they said that he went through basses pretty quick. He would buy them, use them, and then sell them off and get something else. So if I had to guess, this was probably only a 2013 bass. He did also have another variation of the Dean Razorback bass. However, that variation was actually missing this this top horn piece right here. Not only was this used in Gwar, but it was also used for some ROG shows that I was actually able to find footage and photos from as well, which is pretty cool. I did really like Jameson as Beefcake, so it is nice to have a piece from him here. And if possible, I would like to wipe off the signature that's on there right now and have it re-signed myself in person someday by Jameson and just personalized to me, because I'm not really a fan of signatures on stuff unless you're the one that goes and gets them. But for right now, I will be leaving that signature on there. But hopefully we can work something out in the future to have it signed and personalized to either me or the House of Masks as a whole or whatever. But yeah, a very neat score. Definitely a very cool display piece for the House of Masks. As I mentioned, I don't have any other stage-used Gwar instruments. The closest I have are little things like sticks and picks. So this is kind of a big deal, actually. I'm very stoked on it. Not something that I was going after, but as soon as the deal kind of worked itself out, I was getting really excited, and now it's here, and it's just a beautiful, very rad, very different piece for my collection. Maybe now I want more stage-used Gwar instruments. I don't know. I have no idea how I'm going to display this. We are kind of out of room at the moment, so I'm definitely going to have to rework some of the Gwarzium stuff here. But one thing is for sure, this is definitely a very cool piece for the collection, and I could not be happier to have it. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and just show the guitar off to you guys. Leave you with some nice up-close shots of this thing to let you see all of the detail, all of the beauty, all of the wear and tear, all of the stage-used Gwar goodness, and that will be that for this video. So I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I know it was something different, and maybe that is a good thing. I feel like it is, and I hope that you guys do too. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to instruments.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
And we will see you guys in the next one.